Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So I've decided to try something a little different today for the 9-9. Something new. I was guided to do something new. It is a going live on YouTube as well as going live on Instagram. So I just felt like the process that it takes me to upload from Instagram to YouTube is such a process. So I figured if I just do it all at once. So sometimes I'll be looking at this camera over here, and sometimes I'll be looking at this camera over here. Over here is my Instagram people, and over here is my YouTube people. So, hi everybody. Welcome to the 9-9 portal. Oh, my pants are falling down here. So, hi everybody. Hi. Let me do the waves. So, today is a great portal. And I know I say that about every portal, but this is actually a very powerful portal because it represents the number 9, which, if you guys are very familiar with numerology, it represents the ascended master to me. It is the final, like this 1, 2, 3 has gone through all the numbers and it's finally reached 9 and it's learned its lessons. And so now it's filled with a lot of wisdom. Like, I've learned, I've grown. From chaos comes clarity. All things are to be let go of and released and moving into this new. So it's almost like the butterfly. It is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So we're going to get to, okay, we're going to get to the numerology. We're going to discuss the number 9 and number 99, and what it represents, as well as I'm going to talk about some repeating numbers that have been coming through a lot. And we're going to get into the songs and then the cards. So here we go. So we're just going to get into the numerology. I was going to do a little bit of a life update, but maybe I'll do that after the numerology. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So we've got the number 9. As we discussed, it is the humanitarian. It's the master humanitarian. It is filled with wisdom, compassion, empathy, and when it is a 9-9, it is a number 18, which is all about new beginnings. It's about leadership, stepping into your leadership. You are a wise leader, independence and money. So being independent, bringing in financial abundance. And when we add the year, so we got 9-9 and then 2022, it comes down to the number 6. So that's all about balance. So balance, it's all about nurturing yourself. I would say it's about nurturing others, but more it's about nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. Because the 9 gives too much. The 9 is always giving to others, and it forgets about itself. It's always putting others first. And so this time around, it's about putting yourself first and realizing that you're just as important as the people that you put in front of you. So, like they say, you cannot fill from an empty cup. So you always have to remember to fill your cup first. Put on your oxygen mask first before you put on, everybody else's. So, okay, so that's the number 9. It is the completion of a cycle. It is a level up. It is a graduation. When I see 99, to me, it's like level up. I'm thinking of that Third Eye Blind song. Can I graduate? Can I get my punk ass off the street? I've been living on for so long. So almost feeling like I've lived so many lifetimes. Wow. And remembering those past lives. I'm seeing a lot of Egyptian stuff coming through, remembering those things. I've been seeing the number 7 and the number 4, but we'll get into that as well. But a lot of Egyptian stuff has been coming through, even including the first song that came through, which was the Nile, the Egyptian Nile. So we will get into that as well. So the number 6, balancing mind, body, spirit, making sure that you are balanced and you're staying balanced. And it's also about love. So this is about new beginnings in love, letting go of old love, releasing past exes and things like that. Thank you, Crystal. Releasing exes and any things of the past and moving into something new. Because in order for the universe to bring new, you have to let go of the old, right? Like I always say with Maria Kondo, if it doesn't spark joy, let it go. So take these off for a second. So if it doesn't spark joy, let it go. Now, that can also mean things around you. So with this Pisces moon, um, what it's saying is releasing things energetically. So this could be around you, clutter. If you have a lot of clutter around you right now, it's time to release it. It's time to like let it go. If it doesn't spark joy, let it go. Give it to somebody else. Take it to a homeless shelter, a woman's shelter, releasing it. But also friendships and relationships. If they're not sparking joy in your life and they're just bringing your life down in whatever way, then it is time to let that go, as hard as that can be sometimes. But I think now a lot of you guys are more enlightened, you're more empowered, and you're realizing just how powerful and strong you are. I don't know why this thing is like so high up, but okay. um yes, this is actually my first live on YouTube in a very long time. So Mystical Manuel. It's my first live on YouTube in a long time. I'm doing a simultaneous live with Instagram as well. So my camera over here is for Instagram, and my camera here is for YouTube. Just thought it would be like make my life so much easier if I just did it both at the same time. So, okay, so we're going to continue with the numbers. So it's actually the number. So the whole universal number is 99 2022. It is the number 42. It is the number 6. Number 4 represents teaching and learning, but it's also about building a solid foundation for the future. And the number 2 is peace, love, and harmony. So building a solid foundation based on love, based on peace, based on harmonious relationships. Um, and that is going to be the I don't want to say the thing that makes you happiest, but that's the most fulfilling when you're finally doing something that you really love and you're building a solid foundation based on something that you really love, something that you're very passionate about, something that brings you peace inside. That's what it's all about. Okay, so let me see. This thing's a little not too bright. Perfect. Okay, so let's continue with the numbers. So that's the 99 2022. Um, it's the entrepreneur 18 9. So something new, something innovative, something unique. So you provide something unique to the community, and it's time for you to share it. Okay. Hi, Roman. Yeah, this is my first live on YouTube in a very long time. I got a new laptop, so I was like, let's give it a try. So I'm doing, like I've already said a couple times, I'm doing a simultaneous live here and Instagram over here on this phone over here. So they're both going live at the same time. Saves me a lot of stress later from uploading and doing all that stuff. So let's continue with the numbers. So a couple of repeating numbers that have been coming through, the number 7 and the number 4. So we were just discussing the number 4. But in 4, I'm seeing foresight. I'm seeing your intuition. Hi, Vanessa. I'm seeing intuition. I'm seeing a lot of people's foresight being like fast, fast, fast. It's almost like you're just talking about something and now the TV or whatever you're watching, all of a sudden it's repeating what you just said. So like take me for example. I could be talking about rabbits to my niece, and next thing you know, on the TV, like whatever they're watching, there's a rabbit there. So it's almost like everything is happening. It's synchronized in a way. It's so synchronized that it almost feels like you might be losing your mind. You're like, is this really happening? And I've been saying this for a while. A lot of people, when they begin to awaken, they feel like they're going crazy. So I think a lot of you guys might be having that feeling like you're losing your marbles, but you're really not. Okay, so the number 4, teaching, learning, building a solid foundation for the future. So this is about building, continuing to build upon something sturdy, something solid, something spiritual, because it's connected. It's coming through with the number 7, building a spiritual foundation for the future. So I'm seeing 7, the number about truth. It's about having faith that you can actually do this. It's about truth, speaking your truth and not being afraid to, but also speaking it in a very tactful way, not in a way that is hurtful. Um, let's take kids, for example, right? So, like, kids can be hurtful without meaning to, but they're just like speaking their truth. And so they can kind of be hurtful sometimes, and you just got to not take it personally. So we kind of got to start talking like kids. Like, it's okay to say how we're feeling. And we just, now that we're grown adults, we can say it in a more tactful manner. But seven is all about having faith. And I'm seeing the seven wonders of the world, which is very interesting because the song that came through at number two was The Seven Wonders by Nickel Creek. So I'm seeing that number seven. That song by Prince has been coming through a lot. All seven, and we'll watch them fall. They stand in the way of love, and we will smoke them all with an intellect and a savoir faire. No one in the whole universe could ever compare. So that song's by Prince, seven is coming through. So a lot of seven, a lot of seven, seven, seven. I'm almost seeing like Las Vegas, like the jackpot, like 777, like so a jackpot coming in for somebody, like something coming in that was unexpected. And it doesn't have to be money. It could be something else, that like an abundance of something that you've been wanting, whether it is new soulmates, new friendships, opportunities. It can be something, but I'm seeing like something spiritual, a spiritual connection, building a solid foundation on something spiritual. Okay, so that's the numbers that I've been seen a lot of. Of course, a lot of you guys, continue to be are continuing to see the 444s and the 333s. And just always remember what you were doing at that time, that number is coming through for you. Hi, Gilbert. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. So let me see this thing here. Okay, so we're gonna continue. I got this really cool ring. I don't know, it's my niece's. It's like a toy ring, but I thought it was like super cool. Something about it really drew me in. With the light, it almost like an eye. So I'm seeing an eye, like the third eye. I'll put it over here as well. Um, but something was really drawing me to the colors of it, almost a aquamarine, like the ocean. And I've been seeing a lot of activity in the ocean. I've been talking about alien ETs for a while, and I feel like that stuff is coming to fruition. Um, it's being shown more. I guess there's Project Bluebeam, which I'm not sure if a lot of you guys uh, are familiar with Project Bluebeam, and that's where the hologram of the alien spaceships and all that stuff. So it's a little bit of both. That's what I'm picking up on. It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of hologram. It's a little bit of real. So, and it's only simply to get the information out there faster, so people can be release that fear faster. Um, one of the main messages that I was getting for this portal was releasing um, conspiracy theories. And I'm not saying like be gullible and whatever. I'm just saying releasing the conspiracy theories that you don't feel truth in your heart anymore. If they're fear based, if it's a fear based conspiracy, we got to release it, because we're no longer living on that frequency anymore. We are living on a higher vibrational frequency. We are vibing at a higher frequency, and in that higher frequency, we see truths, but we see them for what they are. They're not something that will instill fear in us. We kind of just like, oh, okay, yeah, we get that that's happening. We get it. Okay. Hi, Jason. Hi. Okay. So, hi, Jason. Hi, Roman. Hi, Manuel. Hi, Gilbert. Hi, Vanessa. Who else is here? Crystal. Thank you guys for joining. Okay. So yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of the sun activity. So I posted a few stories about the suns. If you guys have been following my channel for a long time, you remember I always talk about the suns, that there's more than one sun, two suns, three suns, whatever. I always say there's two suns, because I was seeing two suns. And lately, there, like, people have been sending me videos of a lot of suns, people taking pictures of these suns in the sky, the two suns. So I feel like it's being shown now because our consciousness is now more open to it, and we're able to see. So as our consciousness expands and we're more aware, we're able to see things that we were not able to see before. So I feel like we're more open to these things now, and the truth is being revealed, the veil is being lifted. And during this Pisces moon, it is going to be a lot of veil being lifted off of things that were once hidden. So be mindful of the things that you're watching and you're seeing, and listen with your heart. Because the eyes, I keep seeing blindfolds, like the eyes are going to deceive you. So sometimes you got to listen with your heart. And I keep seeing the image of Lady Justice as well. And you know how she's got the blindfold and she's got the scales. Like she doesn't see, she's just feeling what is right and what is off, what is right and what is off. So I'm feeling like that that feeling of not needing to actually see with your eyes, but because you're able to see, you can see with your eyes closed almost. And many of you can probably meditate and see geographic patterns and stuff in your third eye, your mind's eye, when you're meditating. So um, maybe start practicing more of that. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the songs. I'm sure a lot of stuff is gonna come up. Um, I wrote some stuff down, but I wrote it on my phone, and I cannot get to it now. So, okay, the first song that came through was "The Nile" by Kisses, and the album title is "Rest in Paradise." So something about resting in peace. Um, a lot of the songs that had come through in my stories, if you watch my Instagram, was about a king, a new king, a king, 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 a new king, king, um, king, king, king. And as we know, Queen Elizabeth has passed away, so there is that new king stepping forward. So it was very interesting to see that play out because I didn't know how that was going to play out. But we got the Nile and its kisses, and the the front of the album has a telephone. So I've been getting the image of a telephone a lot. What is a telephone, right? It's communication. Um, I'm seeing a landline telephone, not like a cell phone, like a landline telephone. There was a pyramid with an eye, so of course we got that Egyptian connection. It's the Nile. I saw a square, but it wasn't like a square square. It was almost like a 3D type of square, and square four, building a solid foundation based on communication. There was a handshake, so I'm seeing a deal and a book. So a book deal for somebody. I'm seeing a book deal. And it's the Nile, and I'm seeing a lot of. I had been seeing a lot of flooding and like water, like had been coming through a lot in the Instagram stories. And if we know now, Pakistan is pretty much underwater, so it's very sad. So I always want to put positive intentions towards those areas. But the sad part about it is that you know why it's happening. Like in your heart, you know why these things are occurring. It is like a cleanse of sorts, and it needs to be cleansed. And the earth is moving in a way that is cyclical, a cyclical pattern that is happening, and it's happening again. So I'm seeing a cyclical something restarting. Um, okay, number two was Seven Wolves by Nickel Creek. And the lyric that stood out to me was "Great illusion lingers on." So some people still stuck in the great illusion, and now they're being shown uh, the truth about things. So it's really fascinating. It's also the number seven, and it talks about seven wonders. Six are gone, one remains. So six are gone, one remains. Nickel Creek, and that was at 4:11 p.m. So that's a portal to me, right? Entering a portal. So, okay, number three, "Keep Me in Your Heart" by Warren Zevon. And whenever I hear that song, it's about somebody that passed on and they want you to like keep me in your heart. Um, sometimes you're doing little things around the house, keep me in your heart for a while. Um, just little things that you can be washing dishes and you just remember somebody that passed on and you have a nice memory of them, so keeping them in your heart. Number three, no, that was number three. Number four, "Lost My Mind" by Rufus de Soul. So once again, more sun activity, a lot of sun activity. I've seen some great videos of, and I've seen these in the past, but now they're like being shown more like through TikTok and YouTube and stuff, where you can see spacecrafts land almost near the sun and pull almost plasma or something out of it, almost like they're refueling their whatchamacallit, their spaceship or whatever. So I thought that was really cool. But anyways, "Lost My Mind," feeling like we have lost our mind, feeling like things are going crazy, like we're seeing things before they happen, and it can be a little bit scary and it can be a little bit weird, but sometimes feeling like you're losing your mind. I think I was kind of feeling that today. Like I didn't even know if I was going to do this. Like in the morning, I had this like great gusto about doing this reading, and then so much stuff has went on that by the time it was time to do the reading, I was exhausted. So I was feeling like, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Being around children, sometimes you feel like you're gonna lose your mind. Okay, Rufus Du Sol, lost my mind. Number 5. So what you want by the Beastie Boys. So the Beastie Boys, that song specifically, what you want. When you're manifesting, what do you want? What do you want? Like scream it to the universe, because sometimes we don't know what we want. Me, I thought I wanted to stay in North Carolina. I thought this is what I wanted, and I do love it. I love being around my nieces and stuff, but I realized that I do need my own space. I do need my own place. You know what I mean? So my charger. I just feel like I just need my own space, my own place. And now I'm like, so what do I want? Where do I want to go? I don't want to go back to California. So maybe you're pondering what you want, where you want to go, where you want to be, right? Maybe you're pondering that as well. So, okay, so what you want? I'm the illest motherfucker from here to Gardena. I don't know why the specific part popped up. So Gardena. Number 6, it's my prerogative. Bobby Brown. I can do what I want to do. What's interesting about that, the letter B has been coming through. So we got Beasties, Bobby Brown, we got a lot of B stuff here. But my prerogative, it's your prerogative to choose where you want to go, what you want to do. Oh, really? That's crazy. You're the illest mother effer from here to Gardena. So really cool. If you're not watching the live chat, somebody mentioned that they're from Gardena. So my prerogative to do what I want to do. It's my prerogative to live my life. So not letting people tell you what to do with your life, because it is your life, and however you want to live it, that's how you should live it, and you shouldn't let people dictate what you want to do, what you need to do. Okay. And I love this because number 7, I thought 7 was a poignant number. It's right on time. Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's right on time. It's right on time. So, what do you want? It's your prerogative. Now is the time, because it's right on time. It's right on time. It's right on time. So, now is the time to make that choices that you want, of what you want, right? Number 8, one of my favorite Nelly Furtado songs. My love grows deeper every day. Deep into the sea, it takes a little bit piece of me. Hi, Glennie. A little piece of me. So, when I think of that song, "My Love Grows Deeper Every Day," that is not only our heart chakra, like our others and ourselves grows deeper the more that we um, are on this journey, right? Things start changing. Hi, Phoenix Rising. Lotus Ohms. Hi, everybody. Thank you. So I was just telling everybody that I am doing a live here on Instagram, but I'm also live here on YouTube. So I've got 2 lives going. Just saves me a lot of time from uploading from there to there, and my phone doesn't have any more space. So I'm like, I gotta do this way. So thank you guys for being patient with me. Okay, so it's right on time. This is the time. Your love grows deeper every day. And I'm seeing the sea, deep into the sea. So we're talking about the ETs, the aliens, a lot of ocean activity going on. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos lately of these like glowing, and you're seeing it from airplanes, which are like, thousands of feet in the air, and the mass of space that these things are glowing in the water. It's like there's a lot of activity happening in the oceans, and the oceans are as undiscovered as space. So there's a lot of activity happening. A lot of these spaceships are actually coming from out of the ocean. So what you're seeing, and then they go back down, like as above, so below. It goes up and goes down. So a lot of alien activity happening. Number 9 was Hopelessly Devoted to You by Olivia Newton-John, who also recently passed away off the movie Grease. I think it's from Greece. So I'm seeing Greece, like the country Greece. But that song is, my love grows deeper every day, hopelessly devoted to you. So sometimes we get in relationships where we're hopelessly devoted to somebody, and maybe they might not be reciprocating that. So, but then it's also meeting that person that you can be hopelessly devoted to, and they do reciprocate it. So when we focus on the positives and the things like that, we bring more of that in. So we want to always focus on the positives. And there was a lot of other songs that came through today. Not that I did for nine like 99, but just like my usual songs in the day. And they were all just very poignant songs. And you can find them in my Instagram stories if you follow me on Instagram. Rainstorm. Oh, there's a rainstorm passing. Yeah. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. So thank you for reminding me, Manuel. There was this crazy. I took video of it, but my camera phone doesn't really take. It's an iPhone 7, so you know how horrible iPhone 7 cameras are. But there was this electrical storm, and it was something I have never. And I've seen a lot of electricity and electrical storms in my life. This was something different. This was literally lit up. There's a bedroom, and then there's like a hallway and another bedroom that doesn't have much windows. It lit up the whole house like something blew up outside. It was crazy, and it was going. It was almost hitting in Morse code. That's how fast it was. It was like and I was freaking out. I literally had to wake up my sister because there was something just like, oh, does it keep freezing? I'm sorry. If it does keep freezing, you guys can always watch the replay on YouTube because I think that one, the stream is a little bit better on YouTube. But for now, thank you for telling me that because I don't, it doesn't freeze. It's not looking like it's freezing on my end. So anyways, this electrical storms, these weird things are happening in the sky. You're noticing a lot of weird cloud formations. These cloud formations are like, uh, they don't look real. It almost looks like, if you've ever seen like a little 3D finder, it almost looks like somebody just put the cloud there. It does not look real. It does not look natural. It really is reminiscent of the Truman Show. A lot of people might be feeling like they're on the Truman Show. Like, is this really happening? Is this real life? Am I being watched? Is this like some sort of like undercover show or something? Like, am I on some weird show? That's how it's feeling lately. Like things are happening and it's really crazy. And these lightning storms were so freaking crazy. I don't get scared, but I was freaking out. And then speaking of ghosts, before we get into the cards, so my niece upstairs, she's got her bedroom upstairs, one of them, and I was cleaning her room one day and her nightstand was blinking, doing what the electricity was doing. So that kind of freaked me out. I was like, okay. Eventually we disconnected it. Then I went downstairs and I forgot something and came back up, and one of her dolls was sitting upright at the end of the stairs. And I was like, oh, okay. So a lot of ghost activity. A lot of people might be noticing a lot of ghost activity, things happening that are out of the ordinary. A lot of and I don't want to say poltergeist because I have been getting the word poltergeist, but poltergeist can't hurt you, but they can manipulate energy and move things a little bit. So you might be noticing things moved, especially metal things, things that can hold energy, that are more susceptible to hold energy. So you might be noticing that. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the cards, and I'm really excited. I did this awesome reading with a group of girls um, the other day on Saturday, and it was really cool because my niece. I was telling them the story about my niece. She just brought me these like flashcards. So these flashcards, she just brought me these flashcards. She's 2 years old, and she just like was playing with her flashcards, and she just threw the flashcards on me and walked away. So at that time, I used these cards in that reading because I thought that was really cool and I really liked the images. So I decided I wanted to use those same cards here because I felt like the messages for them were poignant to the stuff that's going on with us as well. So we're going to do this. We're going to start with the first card, Octopus. And oh, don't mind my nails. I haven't got a manicure since I was in LA the other day. So that's how fast it went away. Okay, octopus. Now, what I like about octopus is not only does it represent multitasking, right? The octopus has his hands in many things. He can do many things at once. He's just got his hands everywhere, like, and he's got this big brain, so he's always thinking. So when I think of the octopus, it's not just that he's thinking, but octopuses are very telepathic. Um, there have been some studies and researches that a lot of them can telepathically connect. It's almost like an electrical current, so they can actually communicate telepathically. And I like that his like head's like big, so it's like I'm seeing somebody overthinking things. So what the number 4 is a very logical number, so that has been coming through a lot, and that represents to me sometimes overthinking things. Um, even signs and synchronicities, right? Sometimes a sign happens or a synchronicity happens, and you might overthink it. So overthinking it. And I'm just noticing the comments here. Roman, E.T. is one of my all-time favorite movies. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know why ET's been coming through a lot, and so I just saw this at the store the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab it. So it was really cool. But I've been seeing a lot of ET extraterrestrial, so maybe that is what's happening. Disclosure is here. For people that are not aware about it, like they are being made aware now. It's like in your face now. It's everywhere. So octopus O. And to me, octopuses are the almost like the aliens of the ocean. So there we go again with the ocean ET. A lot of activity happening in the ocean and associated with aliens. Um, so let me just have a little sip of water. Hi, Erica. Hi, everybody. And my little water with grateful on it. I used to do that a lot, and this past week I had to fly to LA to shoot something, and I stopped back I stopped back at the RV and got a bunch of stuff that I needed, and I found my bottle. And my bottle. I did leave a lot of stuff behind that I need, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to take another trip there. But after the cards, I gotta remember to do the giving tree stuff since I was in LA. Okay, I'm like all over the place right now. Just I don't know why. Some weird energy. Okay, so let's continue. We got the octopus. Okay, let's get to the next one. The elephant. E, the letter E. We got E, Biggie Smalls. So the elephant never forgets. Its memory is like it's gonna remember everything from its like from birth. But so when I think of the elephant, I think of like not only remembering things but past lives, remembering things, remembering relationships. So like during cycles like this where we're closing out things, we remember relationships, remember friends, remember things of the past, and they come up to the surface, to be healed, to be let go, to be released. Sometimes it's just to remember because it's a nice memory, right? So the elephant also represents compassion, which is beautiful for the 9-9 portal because 9 is about compassion. So it represents compassion and empathy for others, and it also represents family. So I'm seeing having compassion for your family, the family that still has not awoken yet, having compassion for them because they'll get there, and they might not get there right at this second, but they'll get there eventually, even if it's not in this life. They will get there eventually. Time is not linear. They've gotten there somewhere in this space and time. So making sure that you remember that. I just love elephants. I don't know why this elephant just makes me so happy. He is so cute. Look at him. Happy memories. So I'm seeing happy memories, remembering happy times with people that you love and you care about. An octopus, right? Number 8. So money. Your hands in a lot of projects, money coming in. I don't know why I was guided to go back to the octopus, but and right underneath a card fell over, and it's like you're protected. Your money is protected. So don't be afraid. Okay, the next one. This lovely little bulldog. I love him. He's got a nice little red collar. B, and that was a repeating letter, was the letter B. Doggy, doggy. So when I think of the doggy, I think of loyalty, right? And I think of heart chakra because to me, an animal, our pet, opens up our heart chakra in ways. So my dog opened me up. Where is she? She's right here. Say hi, Frankie. Say hi, Frankie. She don't care. She just peed on my sister's rug earlier, so she's in trouble. It's in my house now. So it's loyalty, right? And it just represents compassion to me, and it represents empathy, and it represents our opening up and loving something more than we love ourselves. Selfless love. Selfless love. What was that song? There was one of the songs that was like selfless love. My love grows deeper every day. So, anyways, the dog. So I'm seeing a dog, a little bulldog. And so with the bulldog, sometimes they have breathing issues. So maybe you might be having some breathing issues, whether this is allergies or what. But I'm seeing like like somebody snoring. So, oh, thank you, Roman. Yeah, Frankie just turned 10. She just turned 10 on the 3rd last week, a few days ago. She's a 10-year-old girl. She's an old lady. She's an old little lady. So, as we're talking about Frankie, letter F, fish. So, I like this little fish. I don't know why, but I like the color. So I'm seeing heart chakra, but I'm also seeing this purple representing the third eye and the crown chakra as well. So, um, unity. I don't know why the unity is coming through, like the unity with friends, family, but also seeing fish because I'm seeing the ocean stuff again. So a lot of ocean stuff coming through. There's a million fish in the sea, but I'm a mermaid type energy. Like, yeah, and Pisces, yeah. Oh, and so of course, the Pisces moon that's happening. Um, Somebody was telling me during this time you have to like clear up clutter around you. I mentioned that at the beginning of the reading, so in case you missed it, if you get a moment, if there's something around you that kind of feels a little cluttered with like a little heavy energy, just clear it out. Put it, pack it in a box, put it in a corner. Just kind of get it out of your space. So fish. And so I'm seeing a lot of underwater. They've got the gills, so they can breathe a lot. So I'm seeing breath work, a lot of breath work happening. And so what is the breath work? Breath work, what it does is it secretes DMT. So the lungs carry a lot of DMT. When you do breath work, it delivers that to your pineal gland. And so the pineal gland starts to get a little softer and more decalcified. And so that breath work helps open up that third eye even more. So even if your third eye is already open, it's going to help it even more. So definitely, yeah, Atlantis. What's interesting about the Atlantis thing happening is you're noticing a lot of places are getting flooded, and some places are drying out. So it's almost like the shift, right? Like, so a polar shift happens, where there's water, where there's no water, there's water, and where there was water, there's no water. So I think that's kind of happening, this like weird cyclical thing happening with the earth. And a lot of people think it's like, blame it on conspiracies and this, but I think it's something natural that Mother Earth is doing. It could also have a lot to do with some of the actions that humankind have done, but I honestly think that it more has to do with Earth doing its thing. Like Earth is ready. We are Mother Earth, and I think Mother Earth, like us, is ready for a change, and so it's showing the world. I'm ready for this change. I am ready to change. So fish, Pisces, Atlantis, a lot of Lemurian energy, a lot of Hawaiian energy. Actually, yes. I have to get this book. Hold on a second. Well, you guys can watch Frankie for a second. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Thank you guys for your patience. If I didn't share this, my niece would kill me. So if you guys notice, my nieces are not here this time. But I'm going to share this in a minute. Okay, so we're going to finish the cards. So we've got the quilt. Q. And so what is the quilt, right? The quilt is made of a million different pieces, and it creates this one beautiful quilt. And I feel that that is us. That is, all of us. We are all connected. We're all part of this beautiful quilt. We may all be different, but we all fit this quilt perfectly. It's like it was all meant to be. We were all meant to be together. And so that's what the quilt reminds me of. And I like had to breathe for this one because before Mikey died, he had told me he had a dream that he died, which is weird. Both had dreamt that he passed away, and he said that in his dream that he was at a funeral. He was watching his funeral, and that somebody pulled out a quilt and was showing him a quilt of everybody in his life. And this is what this reminded me of. Like everybody in your life is a part of this quilt. And what is a quilt? It's something warm. It's something nurturing. So finding those people that make that quilt in your life, that comfort and nurture you, and they may not all be, exactly like you. Differences are beautiful, and meeting them and they make you feel safe and comforted, like a blankie, like a binky. So quilt, and a quilt is a labor of love, right? A quilt is a labor of love. And everybody stitches their piece into it. So, okay, the next one, another F. Foxy. So the fox, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. That I don't know why that came through, but so the fox represents to me cleverness. Some people would think it's very sly and tricky, but I think of it as a fox can get itself out of situations that a lot of animals can't get themselves out of because they're very quick, and they're very smart. So when I think of the fox, I also think of the kitsune, which is I think it's a Japanese fox, and it represents soulmates. So the you know if you subscribe to the twin flame stuff, it represents a twin flame connection. If you subscribe just to soulmates, it represents a very strong soulmate connection. It represents a spirit guide from the other side that guides you, ancestral. So something ancestral guiding you, that helps you with your work. So fox. And then finally, dino war, dinosaur war. Number 5, the pterodactyl wings. Yeah, it does. The pterodactyl wings. So I'm thinking of like ancient wisdom, right? Dinosaurs, they're very ancient, and the pterodactyl to me, it has wings, it flies. So that transformative state from the caterpillar to the butterfly. So yeah, Lotus Ohm says has all the letters you mentioned. Lannis forgiveness. Really cool. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. So, okay, 5. We're getting 5. So, transformation, magic. So, the 5 to me represents magic. It represents travel. So, maybe you've been wanting to travel somewhere. So, I'm seeing a travel because he's flying somewhere. So, flying somewhere. And I'm seeing magic, like magic, magic. The elements, using the elements. And freedom. I'm seeing freedom. Finally, having the freedom to do what you love to do. Almost letting go of that 9 to 5 mentality of I have to work hard, and have a 9 to 5. And I'm seeing it's like releasing that. Like that's the end of that. We're moving into a new phase where we do things that we love and we're passionate about. Okay, so those are the little cards that my 2-year-old niece pulled out. So I'm going to get to my niece's cards, but the giving tree. So you guys know, like, I always find stuff, and so this, I have no idea how this landed in my backpack. It's a new backpack, and it was a marble, and it's almost like a smoky quartz color, so grounding. And what's interesting is you guys understand, if you guys follow me, you guys know that when I find marbles or things like this, spheres, it represents Merlin the magician, magic. So interesting that the number 5 came through with magic, and I'm seeing magic again. Very cool. And then we went to, where did we go? Tennessee. I went to Tennessee, and I was sitting on a bench, and I looked down, and there was an ashtray there, and somebody had dropped an earring, and it was a diamond. I don't know if it's a real diamond, probably not, but hey, who knows? You never know. And diamond, right? The crown chakra, representing the crown chakra. It is one of the hardest um, materials on the planet, and I'm seeing the diamond light body, our light body changing, our even our skin. I could feel like our skin is changing. If you notice, maybe go out into the light if you haven't, in the daylight, and kind of just move your arm onto the sun, and you're gonna see little glistening things on your skin, almost like if you have like a little bit of glitter, very light glitter on your skin. Um, I have a feeling that you guys are going to be experiencing that. But the diamond light body, um, the Christ consciousness energy, the crown chakra, the aha moments. I am you, you are me. That realization, those aha moments, that realization of why things had to happen the way that they had to happen. Like, I get it, I get it. Those are the moments I live for. I don't know about you, like, because that means that we've grown when we can experience things differently than we used to. Okay, so that's the crown chakra, the root. So we got, not only do we got the root chakra, the soul star chakra with the smoky quartz, but then we got the crown chakra with the diamond, and I'm seeing almost like that energy like flowing up and out. And then another little thing I found as I was walking, I found a little star, a little diamond glittery star. Boop. Don't mind the nails. I haven't got my haven't got a manicure yet. So when I saw this, I thought of the soul star chakra. So what is that soul star chakra? That is goes beyond the physical. That represents to me the Akashic records, tapping into the Akashic records, your past lives, getting into that energy where you're having the vivid dreams, the lucid dreaming. You're able to kind of get into that space where you're able to see everything happening at once. So I love that the soul star came through. And what else was in here? I think that was it. Oh, and then I something, there was like, I don't know what, these were like right on the floor together, and there were just two blue moon caps. So blue moon, once in a blue moon, but there was two of them there. So something about two moons. Um, and the color blue has been coming through a lot. So blue, as we know, represents the throat chakra. Um, expressing and communicating, self-expression, communicating what you want to communicate, communicating in a truthful manner. But it's also creativity, and it also represents tranquility as well. This tranquil energy, and I'm seeing the ocean again. A lot of ocean happening, and I'm seeing like the ocean, how the moon reflects the water. Sometimes I'm seeing that like a moon reflecting. So two moons. Two moons. Okay, so that's those. Now, my niece, she, I've had my nieces in the videos for the past couple of times because they will not stop haranguing me about being in the videos. They're like, "Can we be in your video?" I love my nieces, so I say yes, you can be in the videos. Um, and so this time they couldn't be here because they are visiting their dad this weekend. But my niece Corvina, she's a great little artist, and she drew these little things for me for my video. She's like, I'm gonna draw these, so I'm gonna use these in conjunction with all the cards and stuff. um don't mind her spelling, she's only 8 years old. She just turned 8 years old. But okay, so we're gonna start with the first one, the chameleon. She made little dresses. She like designed little dresses. So the chameleon green. So I'm seeing the chameleon as like our ability to shape shift. So I'm seeing shape shifting, being able to change. So like how the octopus is able to put his hands and everything. I feel like you're able to change. You're able to change around people. Like if these people are this way, you're able to kind of like blend in with them, blend in with the people, the surroundings, right? So the chameleon. And I love the chameleon because I think it's in this particular deck. And I love how she spelled it. Semillion. Like $1,000,000. The chameleon, I think, is number 9 here. No, that's not a crocodile. Sorry, guys. I gotta find it. Now I'm invested. Now I'm invested in this. Yeah. So Manuel was talking about like the chameleon. Yeah, he's like got the like rainbow skin. It can change. So the chameleon coming through. Hi, Alistair. Um, so where is it? There it is. Oh yeah. So it's number, I think it's number 12. So page 18. Oh, awesome. So it's number 3. And the chameleon represents awakening. So it's talking about that spiritual awakening. Your intuitive senses are heightened at this time, and you have the ability to hear and feel more than others. This awakening gives you access to other realms and allows you to see the world from four distinct viewpoints. So the number 4 was coming through in the beginning of the reading as a repeating number. And it's great spirit above, Mother Earth below, your soul within, and the universe that surrounds you. So there's that the crown, the soul star chakra, right? The universe. Whereas the crown chakra is more about the earth and our world. The soul star is about the universe. So, and it talks about if you find yourself not understanding a decision, a person, or a situation, call on Chameleon to bring you clarity. Today, you can renew your spirit and be open to an expanded perspective by turning your heart toward the sun and listening to the whispers within. You are of the rainbow energy that is teaching new generations to live in a higher vibration. This awakened energy presents a positive influence on our world. So that's pretty awesome because that was coming through already. Yeah, so like Manuel saying like the octopuses can use camouflage to blend in with its surroundings. So if you guys have just joined in, I'm doing a live on YouTube as well as Instagram just to kind of save myself time later from um, uploading. But yeah, so it's really interesting that we're talking about the octopus and the chameleon, both able to shapeshift and change. And shapeshifting is a real actual thing. Um, Most people think it's like, oh, that's just werewolf stuff, but it's a real thing. We're able to shift and change as our vibratory frequency shifts and changes. So, okay, so the next one is flame. Big red, nice little red dress. Beautiful, beautiful little red dress. Flame. So when I think of the flame, right, what are we thinking about? Not just, and what's interesting is the first card that's right above it is also a flame, the Sacred Heart. So when I think about the flame, the number 9 represents that to me, the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So the phoenix has to, everything, it dies and it goes through the flame and it just is reborn and rebirthed. So I'm seeing that happening as well. A lot of things finally being released and let go of so you can be reborn, because you cannot fly with that heavy backpack. You got to like release a lot of that baggage in order to fly. So I'm seeing a flame, but I'm also seeing twin flame. But flame, such a pretty little dress. Okay, moving on. She's got a which is interesting because look at, she got a camo dress. And if you guys have been watching, she had a chameleon dress. So a lot of camouflage, a lot of chameleon energy. We were talking about cloud formations, and I think a lot of these clouds are just camouflage for what is behind the clouds. So whether this is a man-made craft, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing with the cloud stuff, I'm feeling like it's a man-made stuff. So I'm seeing a lot of man-made stuff, but camouflage. Um, Hiding ourselves for safety. I think a lot of people, they hide themselves because they're afraid of what people might think of them, or like, let's say somebody wants to start a YouTube channel but they haven't started because they're more afraid of like what people will think, like, oh, well, what will people say, so they hide. But this is about like stepping out of that, letting go of that fear, letting go of the camouflage. Okay, the next one, I love this. Look at that cute little dress. Nightlight. I don't know where she got the names for these, but I mean, yeah, camo. But nightlight. Night bright, turn on the magic of shiny lights. So we got the nightlight. And what is a nightlight? It is a light that stays hidden for, for safety, right? So like, I used to have a nightlight in my bathroom because I would always like stub my toe or whatever getting to the bathroom. So sometimes it's a guiding light. So I'm feeling like you are that guiding light. You are that nightlight to a lot of people, like the lighthouse, right? So I feel like you're that lighthouse. You're that nightlight to somebody out there. So let's see. Okay. Nightlight. Very cool. And so the colors here, we've got yellow. Let me see this. Like, it looks like almost like yellow, blue, and then almost like a pinkish red at the bottom. So the solar plexus, right? Working on that solar plexus, that confidence, building that confidence. How I was talking about the camo stuff, about wanting to start your own business, your own channel, whatever it is that you're wanting to start. Like, so the camo is about getting past that, and the nightlight is like having the confidence to do it, having the confidence to to share your self-expression, right? To share your creativity, to share your talents, to share your communication, to share your voice. And then the red is letting go of the fear, right? That's the root chakra, releasing the fear to do all that. I like how the red is at the bottom, the blue, and then the yellow, it's like ascending up. So nightlight, talented little girl. Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. So moving on to the next one. I don't know what what this one is called. Oh, this one's just called Night. Look at that dress. Oop. Oop. Let me just look at this here. So I love this dress. It just looks like the night. So I'm seeing somebody like looking at the night sky, or the stars. Noticing stars are different. So a while back, when I first noticed this a few years ago, I have it. I think it's one of the very first stories on my personal Instagram, and it was the star that I was recording, and it was shifting and changing like a Merkaba, like it was shifting and changing, and I thought I was losing my mind. And then I woke up my sister to come look at it, and she's like, "Yep, no, I don't know. That's not a star. I don't know what that is." But it was beautiful, and it was almost like watching a light body in action, because when we become that light body, it's almost shifts and changes, like shapes and patterns. So night, the night. And it's the color blue, so it's a deep blue. When I think of the deep blue, and it's almost like an indigo. So seeing the third eye closing your eyes and seeing with the third eye, doing a lot of third eye exercises. Okay, so here's a cute one. Hawaii Smash, she calls it. Hawaii Smash. I don't know why she called it Hawaii Smash. She was gonna call it Hawaiian Punch, like the drink, and then she changed it. She said no, Hawaii Smash. But it smells smosh. SMOSH. Hawaii Smosh. It almost looks like it's the way she spelled it, HWIYY. But she loved that they had a beautiful flower on the shoulder, and it's on the right shoulder, and it looks like a lotus. So I'm seeing that the lotus, right? The lotus has to go through tremendous darkness before it hits the sun and blooms. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys have gone through this tremendous darkness, and you are now blooming. You are this lotus. It's got this beautiful green, turquoise, pink colors, pretty much all my favorite colors in this dress. And when I see that pink, it's that higher heart chakra. There's like a deep, profound love. And when I think of Hawaii, I think of Lemuria, right? Lemurian energy. That's where Lemuria was and is to me, a lot of people as well. So I'm seeing this Lemurian connection to the ocean, a deep, unconditional love, I feel like Lemurians, they had that deep unconditional love with nature, because I'm seeing all this green and blue with earth, this deep unconditional love with earth, this relationship with earth, this strong connection with earth. Yeah, Phoenix Rising was saying, I was watching a star like that the other night. It was fascinating. Yeah, it really is. If you there's like the new Samsung phones, they really have a great zoom feature on it. So I highly suggest like zooming, using that zoom feature if you do have a Samsung, and or getting a telescope, and you will be blown away, because these are not normal. These are not stars like they say. They tell us that, a star, by the time it reaches it's dead and blah blah blah. Like, this is something else. This is not, to me, these are not stars. This is like something else. A light body. This is something else up there, especially because it's changing in geometric patterns and forms, shape shifting. It's crazy. So Hawaii smash. Okay, she did 9 of them, so because it was the 9-9, so she did 9. Oh my gosh, look at Hawaii, and then she wrote, this one's called Go to Hawaii. Go. So if you want him to go to Hawaii, this is her telling you to go to Hawaii. And it's go with 2 exclamation points, 2 of them. Boom, boom. Okay, so I love this. We have orange and blue color here. So we've got the sacral chakra, releasing any shame, any guilt, maybe any guilt that, or shame or guilt that you might be feeling about taking a vacation. Maybe feeling like, oh, maybe now now's not the time to go on a vacation, or maybe now's the time to do this or that. It's like letting go of that. The blue, being able to communicate um, truthfully. So letting go of any guilt and shame, speaking your truth, be vulnerable. A lot of us has gone through things as kids, and this is like, it's okay, what you've gone through. Okay, sometimes it's not okay what you've gone through, right? Some people have gone through some tremendous, horrible stuff. But when we see the bigger picture, we understand why everything had to happen the way it did. Um, some people just don't subscribe to the I chose this um, experience, right? But when you realize that you did, this is your blueprint, your divine blueprint, and all these experiences were put here to make you who you are. It helps you understand a little bit deeper. So Phoenix Rising said, it was alive, not like a star. I stargaze every night. I'm fascinated with the night sky, and I never saw anything like that before. Exactly. Yes, that's how I felt when I was recording this star in the sky. It was like, that is not a star. That is something else, because I've stargazed, all my life since I was a little girl. And I've been to places where I can stargaze and see amazing stars. And this was not a star. This was something else. And it, it almost gave me like chills, because it was like, wow, what is that? This excitement, right? When I discover something new, it's exciting. It's like something that I haven't experienced before. So, okay. So we're going to move on. Color shine. Oh, that's so cute. Doesn't this look like a butterfly on the shoulder? I think it might have been a butterfly. Color shine. And let me look at this one. So this one is a very like a lavender color, a light, almost like a lilac lavender color, um, with some turquoise at the top. So I'm seeing the lilac lavender as the crown chakra, but I'm also seeing it as almost like a magenta, which is the zeal chakra, which is our connection to spirit, your mediumship abilities, right? Your abilities to communicate with spirit, ghosts, etc., things like that, people that have crossed over. I feel like that is coming up. So I'm feeling like a little bit of a headache, like almost at the back of my neck, right on the divot where the medulla oblongata is. That divot, I feel like almost like pressure there, like ah, like whoa, look at, I just snapped it, like feeling like you just need to snap, because that energy is flowing through there and it just wants to get through, and sometimes it gets stuck there, and so you always feel like you need to like crack your neck, or you feel like you just need to turn your neck. So I recommend a lot of like neck exercises to get that energy flowing through past the crown. Okay, so then we got this like lime color butterfly on there. So lime represents the solar plexus as well as the heart chakra. So loving yourself, having the confidence, loving yourself, telling yourself that you love yourself. I always tell, look in the mirror and you say, I love you. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are great. And not in a, a conceited or vain way, but in a appreciative and I am grateful for you, grateful for me type of way. So I'm seeing that self-love coming through, finally learning to love yourself in a deep and profound way. Yeah, she's really cool. She's a really good little artist. She's got a lot of other drawings and stuff, but she just wanted to do this one. And then we got the final one, cotton candy. Cotton candy. And I love that because it almost has the same colors as Color Shine, but this one has more purple, lavender, blue, turquoise. So definitely seeing this higher heart chakra energy, but I'm also seeing cotton candy. Um, the colors of cotton candy, very pastel-y, very Easterish, and so a rebirth, a spiritual rebirth, a spiritual awakening. Cotton candy is spun, right? It just like spin, 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 spin. So like I'm seeing a lot of spinning, um, and very sweet, a sweetness as well. Cotton candy is very sweet, but I'm seeing this turquoise color, a lot of turquoise energy here. So definitely the throat chakra. A lot of throat chakra activity. You might be having a lot of like maybe some sore throat or some sort of allergies. Ear stuff. I'm feeling ear stuff. Like when like your ear itches, like you're like pulling your ear. Like I'm sensing that as well. So that could also be connected all the throat area. So working on that throat chakra. A lot of blue. Okay, so those were the cards. We are at an hour and 6 with just kids drawings and cards, but I thank you to my niece Corvina. She is a great little artist and love her. Okay, so now we're going to get to the cards. So we're going to see what this energy for the 9-9, what is coming through the portal. I'm going to tell her you said that. Her designs and drawings are good for her age. She may be a designer someday. Yes, absolutely. She's going to love that. 10 of fire. So the energy with 10 of fire. Let's see here. Accept help from others. Life being out of balance. So remember I was talking about what today is. It's about balance because it reduces down to the number 6. So 9/9/2022 is the number 6, which is all about balance. So this is talking about putting your life back in balance. And stress-related health concerns sometimes can come through as well. Most of the time, illness and disease is dis-ease in the body. So letting go of any stress and not putting too much work on yourself. Allowing people to help you. Sometimes we feel like we need to do everything all on our own, but I feel like partnerships are a big thing, especially with 2022 for the remainder of this year, because it's all about two. It's all about partnerships. So it's about letting people help you and not being afraid to ask for help as well. And the number 10 is all about completions of that. So finally being able to realize you're putting too much work into something that's not worth it anymore, and finally saying I'm done with that. I'm done with that. And finally accepting help from others, and finally putting your life in balance and saying the things that you want to change and you want to do differently, right? Trying to see what this it looks like he's got a big pot of money, like coins and money. So I was seeing money coming in at the beginning for the numerology portion. So I am seeing money coming in. Um, a reward for your hard work. Like you've put a lot of work into what you've done. You have sown a lot of seeds and now it's time to harvest. The harvest. So the harvest. The harvest comes through a lot during this time. And if you understand what the real harvest is and what it represents, it's a little scary sometimes. But if you've read The Law of One, if you haven't read The Law of One, I highly suggest it. You can find it for free online. It is the the channelings of Ra, the sun god. As I was talking about Ra during the 8-8 portal, very strong connection to Ra, but it talks about the harvest time and the harvesting of souls. And it also in the Bible, I'm not a very biblical person. I don't really read the Bible, but I do am fascinated by the numbers. So because as a numerologist, but there is a lot of very similarities the harvest to what is in the Bible as well. So it's kind of coincides. And 9 of air. So letting go of sleepless nights, we are letting that go. We're letting go of the expecting the worst, right? We're always like sometimes when we're living in fear, we're expecting the worst. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Oh, this is going to go bad. Oh, this is so we're letting that go. Um, Self-fulfilling prophecy. We're realizing that we are magic manifestors and we manifest our reality. So now we are being very mindful of what we manifest, what we prophesize. And the sleepless nights. Like I'm looking at this and like see how everybody's asleep around him and you're awake, right? You're awake. So I'm seeing that like a lot of people are asleep around you, but you're awake. And as you start to stir and awaken, now you're awakening those around you, right? Like have you ever like remember when you were at a slumber party as a kid and then one kid woke up to go to the bathroom, next thing you know everybody's awake. So like I feel like that's happening. Like you're awake, you're awakening there, and then you're awakening them, and then they're awakening the other people, and everybody's just waking up. So I keep hearing, wake up, wake up. So, okay, and then we're going to do one more. Ace of water. There's that water again. I think this is Ace of Cups. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. Holy cow. If you guys were here at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about like wanting my own space and my own home. And maybe you guys have been wanting, maybe thinking about a new place, a new energy. So I'm seeing that coming through. Um, I love this card. It's really cool. I'm going to just show you the card. Oop, there you go. It's like a mermaid. He's diving down for his pot. He had to dive really deep. It's almost like you were diving deep, but it's a new beginning. The Ace of Water is a new beginning. The abundance is all around him. Like he's so abundant, it's like surrounding him. So I'm definitely seeing an abundance. So falling in love, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, everything that I've been talking about. So this is what's coming through this 9-9 portal. Amazing things, what we're releasing and what we're letting go and what we're bringing in. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to move these out of the way. Oh, there they are. And I want to thank Glennie. She made this beautiful Lemurian organite for me. And it was in LA. I had it, all my stuff has been in LA, and I was able to bring some of my stuff back. And I'm glad that I was able to get this on the plane. Organite Bliss 1111. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Focused intention. Yes. Diana. Oh my gosh. Princess Diana has been coming through a lot. Princess Diana. I love this. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make the mark. So we were talking about intention. We were talking about self-fulfilling prophecies. So we're talking about our intentions being of for the greater good, for ourselves. So I want to read Diana. And I love that she's got these pillars behind her, right? She's got 3 pillars behind her. Nope, there's 4 pillars. So 1111. So that manifestation, right? What are we manifesting? 1111, make a wish. What are we manifesting? What are we bringing through that portal? So when we see 1111, that is like almost a portal opening. And what do we bring through that portal? And she's got this bow and arrow. So she can hit her target. Princess Diana, huh? Interesting. Oh my gosh. Imagine yourself to be like a mighty oak tree with your roots deeply planted into Mother Earth. So in the twin flame community, they are all bound together by this oak tree. And it's interesting that that's coming through. It's like it's like a little saying, I guess, about it. I don't know. No matter what happens, know that you will succeed. Your branches may twist and turn as you flex toward the light, yet your unwavering intentions will ensure that no faint wind will sway you from your mission. Be in charge of your body, your schedule, and your mind, and keep them focused upon your target. So she carries a silver bow and arrow given to her in childhood by her father, Jupiter. Because her mother bore Diana and her twin brother painlessly, Diana is associated with healthy childbirth. Diana loves to spend time out in nature and is particularly fond of oak trees and watching over wild animals. So interesting, painless childbirth. So there's an interesting about in Hawaii. They used to do this thing where you would give birth with dolphins because dolphins emit this frequency that would allow for mothers to give birth without pain. So I always found that very fascinating. And back in the day when I thought I wanted children, I always said, "Oh, I'm going to go give birth with the dolphins." Now I do not want children. I'm okay with not having them. But back in the day, I did. Okay, let's move on. I don't know what happened to all my little booklets. Oh, there they are. Joan of Arc and Diana. Interesting. I love this. Two very powerful feminine energy. So tapping into that very powerful feminine energy, even masculines, right? Even if you are a male, when you tap into your feminine aspect, it's that balance, right? Tapping into your intuition, tapping into your receptivity. So when I think of feminine energy, it's receptive. It's being open and being able to receive, being able to ask for help, right? That's you're open to receive. My coffee. I'm drinking coffee at it's at 10:19 p.m. So Joan of Arc, voice of truth. So a lot of blue energy was coming through. We was talking about truth. Um, so Joan of Arc, it says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. This is exactly what I've already been talking about at the beginning, right? Even with the dresses, and I was saying your confidence to be able to speak your truth and not be afraid of what people will think of you. So I love it. She's wearing this beautiful armor representing she is protected. She's surrounded by these beautiful white lilies representing a spiritual rebirth. This column of white light is coming down to the top of her head, representing that crown chakra, that divine energy, right? So she's divinely protected, and they both have, like, he's got a sword and she's got a bow. So cutting out things that no longer serve. Um, and focus. Both of these cards are about focus. I'm seeing focus, focus, focus. The word focus, focus. Beautiful. Spiritual rebirth, spiritual renewal. I love that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we are. Let me just get one of these. A little warm in here. Okay. The behind the scenes of a video. Okay, here we go. So that's very, I want to read, I want to read Joan of Arc. Sorry, guys. When I'm guided, I'm guided. So you're being encouraged to stand strong. You may feel unrecognized and misunderstood, but that doesn't mean you have to give up on the mission you feel called to fulfill. You must follow the will of your soul and exercise your leadership spirit by speaking your truth. You may feel as if you are on a battlefield, but this conflict will come to an end as soon as you stop defending yourself. You are not here to prove yourself to others. Instead, approve of yourself. Know that your angels are on your side and that heaven is thanking you for being the honest soul that you are. I love that. Oh my God. These days, she's supremely loving guide to all those who want to stand up against the odds. She also helps many light workers overcome their fear of persecution. So today, one of the songs that I screen grabbed was Against All Odds by Phil Collins. So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. You coming back to me is against all odds. That's a chance I've gotta take. I love that song, and every time I hear it, I cry. Okay, so I love that. That was beautiful. So now let's see what We are working on healing during this 9/9 portal. Let's see. Diana, awesome. You're getting a lot of syncs, Roman. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Ronnie. Okay, so we got focus, focused intent. You are protected because we got the armor. She's got, once again, she's got the, I didn't mention this in the beginning of the Diana card, but she's wearing that color that I was telling you guys earlier, that my niece's photo or the drawings, which was that magenta, which once again is that the zeal chakra, which is your ability to speak with people that have passed on, crossed over. So I feel like it's having you focus more on that, focus on honing that gift, that talent, because it is very powerful. It's like focused intent on that. You're hitting the mark. Okay, so now we're gonna get to, what are we healing here? Green Tourmaline, Enlightenment. Oh my goodness. So I've been talking about enlightenment, that this 9/9 portal represents enlightenment. It is a graduation. It is a level up. We are leveling up. And so this is beautiful. We got the number 33 here, 3 and 3, Green Tourmaline. And Green Tourmaline is a great crystal for healing the heart. So any heart, healing the heart of any like unforgiveness, if you're holding grudges, letting go of those things. And it's about compassion, empathy, and loving yourself. So this is a card about finally realizing your worth, just how amazing you are, and the universe kind of acknowledging that with you, like saying, now you get it. You get just how amazing and how powerful you are. So Green Tourmaline. I want to see what the animal is for Green Tourmaline. Oh, Frankie's sleeping. You see her? Look at that little girl. She's snoozing. Green Tourmaline. One of my favorite crystals. When I was like very depressed, like unaliving, wanting to unalive myself, depressed, my friend took me to this amazing shaman, and she gifted me with it wasn't a green tourmaline, but it's called watermelon tourmaline, which is very similar to a green tourmaline, but it has a little bit more pink and green in it, and it was for depression and suicide, the unaliving feelings. I don't like saying the words because then I get demonetized or whatever happens with this, and they say it's sensitive topic or conversation. But that crystal really helps, and if you can find it, it's a kind of a little pricey, but you don't really even have to have it in your hands. You can just kind of look at an image of it and kind of channel the energy of it, and it can help you. So Green Tourmaline. So this is the master healer. This is all about healing. So Reiki, if you're into like Reiki or anything like that. It says the doors of enlightenment are opening. This stone also presents when one has passed an initiation or moved through a level spiritually. What was I saying at the beginning of the video? That this is the 9/9. This is the level up. This is the graduation. This is like the initiation, the Egyptians' initiation, where the Egyptians have to, the students at the mystery schools, they have to, you guys have heard that anecdote a million times from me. I will repeat it for those who have not. But when back in the mystery school days during the Egyptian times, the students of the mystery schools, we had the teachers on one side and the students on the other of the caverns, and the caverns were filled with water and alligators, and the students had to swim from the end to the other end where the teachers were, and the students that were fearless, they crossed the cavern, and those that weren't, they did not pass the initiation. But what the students were not aware of is that the crocodiles or the alligators, they had already been fed. So they were never in any real fear or danger because the teachers would never do that to them, It was just an initiation to see if they could cross that fear threshold. And those that were able to cross that fear threshold, they passed the test, they leveled up. So I feel like a lot of you have passed this initiation phase and you are leveling up to this new. And I always say, like, man, how much more level up can you do? But as this journey goes on, you realize, holy cow, I didn't think it could get any weirder than that. And it gets weirder and it gets weirder and it just continues to get super freaking weird. But okay, so it is a symbol of achievement and the presence of your spirit. If a father figure has passed recently or at any time, this card is a symbol of his presence and the opportunity to finalize the healing of any issue that was unfinished between you. So, father issues. If you have a father that has passed, whether it's in the past or recently, healing any of those issues that you might have had in regards to fathers and father figures. So, green tourmaline. That's beautiful. Oh, wait, I wanted to see what the animal was, and I closed it out. Here it is. Okay, so the animal totem is the snow leopard, and the essential oil is bay laurel, like bay leaves, laurel. And what does laurel represent? Victory. So this victory, and I'm seeing a victory. I'm seeing a victorious, something victorious. You're being victorious. Okay, we are at 125. So let's continue. We're going to do a couple more cards. Circus song, circus theme. Oh my God! Guys, look at that. Rite of passage. Every time I get this card, I tell the anecdote of the Egyptian rite of passage that I just told. So literally just told you the story of this card right before it happened. I don't know how to pronounce this. Cuprite, cuprite, suprite, suprite, whatever. It's a beautiful crystal. It almost reminds me of the very cover of the Keepers of the Light deck. But this is a beautiful crystal because this represents the rite of passage, the level up, the initiation. This is what this 9-9 portal is all about. It is the initiation. So this is amazing that this came through. And anytime I look at this card, I almost see like little things inside the crystals. Like I see a boot. It almost looks like Italy over here. And a little duck. I see a little duck swimming. I'm thinking of Howard the Duck, the movie. Howard the Duck. Jing Yu. I didn't know I followed this channel. I didn't know you follow this channel, and I'm thankful that you are here today. So thank you for being here. So, okay, so Cuprite. Green tourmaline. So I'm seeing the crown chakra, the third eye chakra. I'm seeing your intuition being on point. I'm seeing your heart chakra healing a lot of things of the past, healing a lot of childhood things, childhood wounds, forgiving people that have hurt you. I'm feeling that you're doing that now. You're focused and on the journey that you want to be on. You're focused. Like, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to live. This is what I want to do. Blah blah blah. Like you're being focused. You're focusing more. Okay. Awesome. Like, I'm so excited. I'm still blown away by the Cuprite coming through after I had just told that story, because that's like that is the tale. So let's continue. I'm gonna do the Ascended Masters. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, I got so many cards here. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Oh my goodness, Marcy. Oh my goodness. Odin. Vesta. Oh, these are from the other reading. Control, letting go of control. Intention. Oh my God, these are from the other reading that I didn't put in the deck, and they are the same cards. Focused intention, intention. Odin, psychic insight. Moving, changing of a home. Releasing control, seeing with your third eye. Closing your eyes, being able to see with your third eye, seeing with your intuition. And the Alchemist, Virgo. So alchemy, being able to manifest things. Crazy. This is crazy that these cards, I forgot to put them in the deck, and they were on top of here as I was reaching for something else. Crazy. Odin, psychic insight. I want to look at that Odin card again. Because if you look at the Odin card, it looks very much like this card. And I'm seeing the eyes. eye. So like the ring I was showing you guys earlier with the eye, releasing control, divinely protected. I'm seeing releasing control of how money is going to come in. I'm hearing. And just and knowing that the universe is going to provide for you. Okay, I'm seeing somebody moving out and somebody moving in, or somebody moving out, or like somebody moving. Unicorns, number 22, the master teacher, the master builder. So once again, building your reality. Unicorns. So when you think about unicorns, your frequency rises and you attune to them. These pure white seventh dimensional ascended horses, seven. The number 7 has been coming through a lot. So there it is. They have come to you because you have a soul desire to serve humanity or the planet. Bathe yourself in their energy and they will give you the dignity, confidence, and strength to do what is right. Other people will sense this and respond to it. Unicorns grant wishes to the pure in heart. So ask them to bring something significant to you now. Affirmation, I connect with the unicorns. Oh my gosh, everything is like connected. Every card is connected to the previous card. This is beautiful. I'm like, every time it happens, I always get blown away because I always like don't expect it, and then when it happens, you're just like, whoa, okay, so that goes with that card and talking about confidence and to give you the confidence and the dignity and the strength to do what you want to do. It's like, wow. Yeah, and 7 is your life path number. Yeah, my niece, not the one that did the drawings, but the other one, she's a 7 as well. My nephew, he's a 7. So, oh yeah, we're gonna do ooh, that's my sister's dog. I think he's like a Doberman Pinscher type of dog. So we got answer the call. Oh my god! So I got so excited, I swallowed in my spit roll. I got so excited there for a minute. Hey Eric, howdy. Okay, so answer the call. So E.T. phone home. If you guys remember at the beginning of the reading, the first song was The Nile. The Nile by Kisses. And it talked about, I said it had a telephone in the cover of the album. So I'm seeing a telephone, somebody calling, answering the call. I'm seeing Hawaii, answering the call. Like maybe you're being guided to go on a trip or a vacation. This is like saying, answer the call, go. But it's also answering the call to serve humanity. Like maybe you have been guided to create your own YouTube channel or start, go to take some Reiki classes or something, right? I'm being told that it's like, yes, it's time for you to answer that calling, whatever has been calling you in your heart. And what's interesting is, yeah, so Reiki, speaking of Reiki, I'm going to start doing eventually in the next coming year, I'm going to be doing Reiki classes. I just needed to get my laptop and get everything in order so I can start this. But so if that's something that you're interested in wanting to do, I will be doing that. So what is your soul calling you to do? That's what it says. And I love this card because if you look at it, she's like, it's paradise, like paradise. Resting in paradise is what the album of that was. And, like wanting to be somewhere where you can rest and it's paradise and you just feel really good about it. And it's invigorating. So sometimes when we take a vacation, people don't realize it's a reset. Even if it's just a vacation an hour away from your home, you're moving your energy somewhere else. And now you're allowing people to experience you that would never have experienced you. So I was saying before to the girls that I did this reading for, I was telling them, you can be walking through the airport and your energy, just by you walking through that airport, affects those people. So just that you creating that one movement to move somewhere else, now you're touching and reaching people that you would have never have touched or reached before, versus just staying home, right? So know that you're making a difference, even when you're just going outside of your own bubble and comfort zone. So answering the call. Beautiful. Okay, let's get to the next one. ET, phone home. I remember. Oh my gosh. So if the elephant was talking about remembering. So I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And this talks about your soul plan. We were just talking about that earlier. The soul, what our soul's blueprint and what we decided we came here to do. And now you're remembering why you're here and why you came here. Um, what you want to do with your life. Like I remember, and this is also about past life. So we were talking about the Zeal chakra, and the Soul Star chakra, the Akashian records. You are remembering. You're remembering why you came here, why you wanted to be here, why you came down to earth. Sometimes we forget and we're like, why did I even do this? And it's like, now I remember. And I think this reading tonight is my remember why I came. So thank you guys for being here. Okay, so we're going to just do a couple more. I'm going to do the Oracle of E and these magic cards and these ascension cards. So far, focused intent, focused energy. You're focusing on your manifestations. You're focusing on what you want to do. You're creating a plan. Sometimes when we write things down, it's easier for us to follow through on a plan. So maybe writing things down. Here we go. Gratitude. Oh, as I showed you guys earlier, my little grateful on my cup. So gratitude. Yeah, I'm nearsighted, so I can't see far, but I can see close. So gratitude, the universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. So this is about being grateful. In the art of manifestation, you're grateful before it even comes to you. So like if you're trying to manifest love, you say, I'm grateful for this great love in my life. If you're trying to, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to manifest money, like I'm grateful for all the money in my bank account right now. I'm grateful for, the riches that are pouring upon me. So you're grateful for it before it happens. And that is, gratitude is the secret. We'll do one more of these. And love. My bottle. Love. Love. Gratitude. Grateful. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Oh, I love that. Those are two beautiful cards. I'm just going to do one more. And ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. So if you didn't think that you were ready, you are absolutely ready for this. Okay, we're going to do these magic cards. You are divinely protected. I kept hearing that. Abracadabra with wings. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. OMG. Where is that deck? Where is those cards? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I was showing you guys Odin. And I was showing you guys this one. Look at the wings. 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 Abracadabra with wings. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. That's awesome because that's what I was saying. Like money, I felt like money was coming in. And I love that the wings are on the abracadabra. And what is abracadabra? I see or I speak what I create, or I create what I speak, something like that. It's not verbatim, but that's what abracadabra means. It's like I create what I speak. And what's interesting about that is, so the map was coming through, right? With Merlin. So abracadabra, the Hebrew word, abracadabra, avacadabra. Whoa. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. Oh my goodness. So we got love and love. Wow. There's a J and a K there. Happy love. And love. Look at both of the decks. The love card came through. Abracadabra. That's awesome. And sun. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So look at that. I was talking about solar activity, a lot of sun activity coming through. So there's the sun again. Don't mind my nails once again. But there's the sun again. So the sun coming through again. All right, so we're going to get to the final cards here, the Oracle of E. Let's see. Thank you, Roman. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Mystical Manuel, Jingyi, Jason, all of you. Thank you guys all for being here. Phoenix Rising. Talking Smack. Oh, I love this card. So when I see this card, I was about judgments last time, about judging others and talking smack about others. But this card is about yourself and talking bad about yourself. And here it is. So see how it's like the yellow? So to me, that's a self-confidence, a solar plexus. So when we're not confident with ourselves, we might belittle ourselves and put ourselves down and say maybe we're not as worthy to receive things sometimes. But when you need to change the way you talk about yourself and start talking about yourself in a more loving and compassionate way. And where in the heck is my booklet for this one? Because I gotta read this one. This is actually one of my favorite decks. It was gifted by my friend Amanda. Amanda Jeans. What is this booklet? Oh, wait. I didn't do this one. Sorry, guys. Hold your ponies. I know it's around here somewhere. My area is just a little bit of a wee bit of a mess. Oh my gosh. The Lovers. And Self-Love, Rhodochrosite. So the Lovers, Rhodochrosite. These are all the cards from a previous one. But I'm not giving up until I find this booklet. But the Lovers coming through, so we got a lot of love coming through. Where is it? Thank you for your patience. I know I should have just organized this prior, but okay, I guess we're not going to read it. But that's pretty much what that card is about. It's about not talking bad about yourself, loving yourself. I love that the Rhodochrosite came through with it. Like I was looking for that booklet and this card was there, talking about self-love and loving yourself, taking care of yourself. Where in the heck is this? Where's this booklet? Wish there was a way to like pause a video and or pause a live. Okay, cards, where in the heck is you? Where in the heck is you? No. No, sir. Rebob. Okay, I give up. I give up on that. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Oh, it is on the floor somewhere. Just when I had given up. Oh, feeling alone. Balance. Cards had fell on the floor along with it and said feeling alone, balance, but like the universe is saying great love is coming because we've got happy love and great love. So Talking Smack is number 26. So 26 is all about power, strength. It's the entrepreneur. So your ability to make money. That small thinking you've been doing, get over it. There is no reason to compare yourself to others because there is no other like you. The only person capable of putting you down is you. So all that remains are three little questions. Why? Why do you keep doing that to yourself? And so I love that that came through because that came through in all the other cards in the readings as well. Everything has like every card has been a confirmation for the previous card and every card has been, and this is how these readings go. Every time I do these readings, there it's like the universe says this is what the message is and we're going to confirm it as many times as we possibly can. So there's your confirmation. Think big. It's like don't think little, think big. You want a beach house in Hawaii? Think big. Bazinga. What's that show with Sheldon Cooper? Bazinga. And it's number 19, which is number 10, which is the phoenix rising from the ashes, that new beginning. So, and it's number 9, the humanitarian, right? Wisdom. Well, well, don't you got it going on? Now's the time to revel in the sweet taste of fantabulous you. You've hit the mark. Oh my God. Go back to the Diana card, right? Where she talks about hitting the mark. So we got 2 cards here. You've hit the mark. Go on, take a victory lap. There's victory again. Take a victory lap. Pop a cork. Let's get this party started. Celebrants are lining up at the door. So victory. I've been seeing victory. Bazinga, victory, the number 19, number 1, a new beginning, a new start, a new way of seeing yourself, a new way of doing things. It's very awesome. And we're going to close it out with one of these little love cards. I don't know why, because I guess because we had 2 love cards talking about new, like, love coming through. So why the heck not? Why the heck not? It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on others, now is a time to give to yourself. There it is again. The same exact message that was coming through earlier about you not putting everybody in front of you, because you need to put your cup first. And I think this is why the vacation was talking about was coming through. Like, maybe you need to take a nice little vacation of your own somewhere, even if it's just an hour away, even if it's 30 minutes away, your own place. Because look at how she's like almost like a little fetus, like being reborn. Like, you need that space so you can be reborn. I'm gonna do one more. If that isn't confirmation, I don't know what is, because that is like the exact verbiage of some of the cards that came through. Here, did you guys see that? Let me just put it over there. Very, very cool. My beloved, though we may physically be apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Beautiful. Your love on the other side. That's a beautiful card. And they got the heart on the neck. So expressing your love to somebody, expressing your love to those that you love, being able to say I love you to family and friends, and I appreciate you and I'm grateful for you. And I love that there's the 2 hearts there. 2 hearts that beat as one. 2 of hearts. Come on. So I just want to say thank you guys all so much for being here and spending what is it, an hour and 47 minutes with me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, and I'm hoping, I actually ordered some cards that I'm really excited about. So I think they should be getting here on the 15th. I'm gonna do a reading, an unboxing with those. So I'll be doing a reading, a special reading for that. So be on the lookout for that. And I will be starting personal readings again. So now that I got my laptop, I can start doing personal readings again. So if you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram at Healing with Numbers. And I'll be starting this coming week. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this new start. And I will be starting some new Reiki videos as well coming soon. I have a list that I will be working on this month. So be on the lookout for those as well. I'm really excited to kind of just move things forward and really get creative. Now that I got this laptop, and I want to thank somebody out there that they wanted to remain anonymous, but they helped me with this laptop, getting this laptop. And so I want to thank them very much for making this possible. So thank you guys. Thank you guys out there who have supported my channel and support what I do. My gratitude, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. My gratitude is infinite. So thank you guys all so much. I love you guys all so much. Yeah. So I will see you guys in about a week or two. Maybe a week. I think the 15th is only a few days away. So I will see you guys then. Bye-bye, everybody. Still here. I'm closing out this one over here, and let's see what it has me do. Okay, so bye guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here.